Welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, my name's Brandon, and I sell men's clothing on eBay. This is day 51 of the What Sold series, where I show you my daily eBay sales. And at the end of the video, I'll go over my net profit for the day. Let's not waste any time, let's jump right into those sales. The first sale of the day is this Untuck It button-up shirt in a men's medium. This one was 100% linen. It sold in 3 days for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. As with most shirts, anything 100% linen is usually going to do better than the cotton versions of it, and this one is no different. Most Untuck It shirts in this size would sell for around $15, maybe even a little bit less, and this one sold for $20, and very quickly. So number 2 was a Ruka t-shirt in a men's medium. It took over a year to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $5 plus shipping. Sale number 3 was a Gotcha Hawaiian shirt in a men's XL. It did have a few spots on the front of it. It took about 7 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. Sale number 4 is a Polo Ralph Lauren rugby shirt in a men's large, and it also had elbow patches on it. It took 6 days to sell, and it sold for full price $35 plus shipping. I have sold quite a few of these recently, and I love selling them. They always sell super quickly and for a decent amount. So if you can find these out at the thrift store, go ahead and pick them up. So number 5 was a Psycho Bunny dress shirt in a men's 17.5, so a pretty good size. It took 6 days to sell, and it only sold for a best offer of $12 plus shipping. It did have like a pin mark on the back of it that I missed. This would probably sell about $20 to $25 if there was no flaw. So number 6 was a Robert Graham button-up shirt in a men's small. It took about 3 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $25 plus shipping. That's actually a pretty good sell for this shirt. The Robert Graham ones that are more loud like this and that have the flip cuffs always do the best. But this was only a men's small, and it still sold for $25, so I'm pretty happy with that. So number 7 was a vintage Cabela's down jacket, and it was in a men's medium. It took 22 days to sell, and it sold for full price $50 plus shipping. Most down jackets are going to do pretty well, even in the mid-tier brands such as Cabela. Sale number 8 was a Lululemon workout shirt in a men's XL. It was solid white, so I was a little worried picking this up. I couldn't find any flaws on it, but I'm always weary when it comes to picking up white shirts in the thrift because I feel like there's always going to be a spot that I miss. But like I said, this one was clean, and it took 10 days to sell. It sold for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. Sale number 8 was a Wrangler Western shirt in a men's small. This was a denim one, and it was also a pearl snap, but like I said, unfortunately, it just wasn't a great size of men's small. It sold in 22 days for a best offer of $16 plus shipping. Sale number 10, it was a Under Armour Project Rock sleeveless hoodie. So this was for Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This is his line with Under Armour, and almost everything from this line sells pretty well. It doesn't always sell for the most money, but it usually has a pretty high demand, so it will sell pretty quickly as long as you get it to the right price point. This one sold in 4 days for a best offer of $15 plus shipping, and it was a men's small, so I'm sure larger sizes in this exact item would sell for $5 to $10 more. Sale number 11 was a Under Armour Topgolf polo. It was also new with tags, and it was a men's large. It took 79 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. When I was looking up comps for this in the thrift store, I actually thought that it was going to sell a little bit quicker. I thought the sell-through rate was a little bit higher, but I haven't looked it up since then, and it did take 79 days to sell, so it sold in under 90 days, but only for $15, even though it was new with tags. You're probably not going to find it new with tags very often at the thrift store, so this probably won't be something that you want to pick up. Sale number 12 was another Under Armour item. This was a men's jacket in an XL, and it took about a year to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. This was actually a really nice jacket, but the Under Armour stuff just doesn't usually demand that high of dollar amount. So unfortunately, even super nice items from them don't always get the best money. So number 13 was a Nike Arizona Wildcats sweatshirt in a men's large. It took a year and a half to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. After that long, I'm just looking to take any offer just to get the item moved after it's been in my store for a year and a half. Sale number 14 was a vintage Tundra sweater. I think these are made in Canada, and this one was only a men's small. It took 9 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $30 plus shipping. So these sweaters actually do really well. They're one of the better, like, kind of Kuji knockoffs. This one wasn't very Kuji-esque because it wasn't colorful. It wasn't like that thick knit. I still put Kuji style because usually people that are looking for Kuji jacket or Kuji sweaters are also looking at Tundra sweaters. But the ones that you really want to be looking out for are the really colorful ones and the thicker knit ones. So number 15 was a built polo shirt in a men's large. This did have a hole, I think, in the back of the sleeve and maybe a few other flaws. So it sold in 3 days and it only sold for $5 plus shipping. Usually when items have flaws, I'm trying to just move them out as quickly as possible. If I made the mistake, picked up an item, didn't notice the flaw, I just want to get it in and out of the store as fast as possible. This one I probably paid $7 or $8 for, only sold it for $5, still have to pay fees, so I am going to lose probably $3 or $4 on it, but I'm happy to just get it out of the store and get as much money back as I can as quickly. Sale number 16 was a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. It was a big pony, but it wasn't a men's small. I actually called this one a rugby because it had like a thicker feel to it. It wasn't as thin like as the normal ones. And this one was also new. I don't think it had the, oh yeah, it did. It did have the tags. It still had the sticker on it. And it sold in 2 days for a best offer of $32 plus shipping. That's it for the sales. Let's go ahead and jump to the numbers. On October 21st, we sold 16 items for a total gross sales of $446.93, giving us an average sale price of $27.93. This is pretty low, and especially to the past few days, it's really, really low. So not the best, but we'll see how it turns out at the end of the day as far as the profit goes, but I'm going to guess that it is not great. I wish that the selling costs and the net sales were accurate today, but they are not, so let me show you guys what they really are. The selling costs were $168.94. The breakdown for that is $54.49 in eBay final value fees, $99.53 in shipping labels, and $14.92 in promoted listing fees. 9 of the 16 sales came via promoted listings today. I promote all my items at 5%, and I'm happy to pay any extra fees that I have to get those sales. Now, if we take away the selling costs as well as the tax and fees collected by eBay away from the gross sales amount, that'll give us our net sales of just $259.82. We still need to take away our cost of goods. I currently use an average cost of goods of $13.21. So that's going to be $211.36 for our total cost of goods for all 16 items, leaving us with a net profit of just $48.46. Quite a bit of work just for $48.46, but days like today, I might want to remind myself that it is not, we're not in business for just one day. We are in business for many, many days. So there might be days where I only make a net profit of $50, or I might make a net profit of $350, and we just hope that they're all going to average out at the end of the year to something good. So that's all I have for you guys today. Even if your net profit is down, keep trucking along, keep making those sales and doing the best you can do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 52 of the What Sold series. Peace.